Hello, my name is Cristine Hull, and I'm the developer of the Frequency School. This program came about 7 years ago. I finally put it into a format that eventually became a ladder of love for the first awakening. What I found in studying Dr. Hawkins and other spiritual progression leaders is that the easiest format is to break it down into 7 levels. In the frequency school, you'll start to uncover the power that we often leave behind in lower frequency arenas. These also, in these 7 levels, parallel with the chakra body. And I think that's what's so amazing about this model is that when you start to get in touch with what does a 100 frequency look at like, you also get in touch with the power in your root chakra that you may have actually vacated because of an aversion to masculine energy or a mixed emotion around money or the experience of losing your power and not trusting your physical body or that integrated aspect of yourself. Sometimes people find they've got a shadow in their lower frequencies and their energy body. And what we're doing in this program is we're starting at that foundational level to see what's there, what's anchoring you in a negative way, and also where can you start to exchange the less pleasant aspects of those energy centers and those frequencies for the more potentially beneficial aspect. We're going to examine the 200 frequency, for example, and that's the point where people can experience a true quantum shift. We're going to talk about the elements of a quantum shift. And at a 300 frequency, we're going to look at what are the routines and what can you establish as habit that will get you really what you're looking for in areas, in the 5 life areas. You're also going to get a full frequency assessment covering those 5 life areas and looking at your strengths and your anchors or your lowest common denominators. And so you're going to get a one-on-one session as part of this program. And in that, we're going to identify these lower frequency events and those aspects that would shift everything if you could just shift those themes. Whether you want the immersive experience as a 2-day event, or you want the weekly experience as something that you can walk through as maybe a part of a 30-day program. And you'll have support from the group as well as group practitioners, and you'll get that one-on-one session to really dial in on what your frequency assessment shows and where your potential lies for a true quantum shift. As part of this program, you'll also get a full color copy of A Ladder of Love for the First Awakening. What we'd like to also invite you to do is join our full 30-day immersive experience, where we walk you through not just the frequency assessment, but we identify what is really going on with your mental emotional health, your mindfulness, your level of self-compassion. We can also look at things like your ego structure, your relationship qualities, and maybe even your habits. And with this full assessment, we get this very clear picture of you and your current situation. In 30 days, we're able to show shifts in people that are phenomenal. And it's so amazing to be able to see what has shifted, where it shifted. One of our strongest areas in the current Love Self Academy students is the area of self-compassion. What we find is that when we push ourselves to improve or do better, it may or may not be a compassionate move on our part. And so we focus on full self-acceptance, like we said, even delving into those shadow areas and finding what they offer you rather than fighting them or avoiding them or pretending that they don't exist. And through this model that we find in the full Love Self Academy, if you're up for a 4-month experience, you'll see shifts beyond the 300 frequency to the 400, 500, even exploring into the 600. And I can't wait for you to learn more about what those are about, because we're living in a world that operates in a lot of polarity. You know, we have a lot of us and them, and we create that within our own minds. And we create that within our own paradigm of who we are and what we can handle, or who is in our lives. And once we can resolve that, and as you see in the higher frequencies, it's holistic, it's integrative, it's about full acceptance of ourselves. And that extends out in a ripple, and it improves our relationship. It improves our point of attraction. It improves our job dynamics. And those are all things we look at through that 4-month program that even takes you into the world of potentially facilitating solutions for other people. The Frequency School is the first segment of a 4-month program that makes up the Love Solve Academy. So Frequency School takes you from 100 frequency to 300 frequency, and then it lets you know what's next. And it allows you to make the decision as to whether you want to continue in a 4-month program. Annie Vanderwerf and I will be leading the Frequency School. We both have a background in holistic and consciousness approaches. Her background is more in social policy and global health and wellness improvements. She's working on a doctorate in conscious leadership and is using a lot of what we found in her research, in her model of global systemic change. We do ongoing meditation groups. We do membership communities that raise consciousness and create that solution in it's a joyful, connected way. I know a lot of those who are pioneers feel really isolated. It's like you're out there somewhere that your generational path hasn't paved for you, and that you're creating change that hasn't been done before. You're the people we really want to see. You're the people that we really want to support, because that's what we're all about. That's what the Love Solve Academy is it's so next level, but it works with you at whatever level you are at, and it will take you as far as you want to go. You can decide if you want it all and jump in, and we're happy to give you that full VIP experience right out the gate. If you want to do with a 30-day program, that's priced at just a 30-day segment, and then you can decide from there if you want to continue. And if you want to just experience the Frequency School itself and have that immersion in the basics for building a better foundation, that's also an option. If you'd like to figure that out and what's best for you, please book a call. We'd be happy to chat with you and find out your unique situation, give you more information, answer your questions. The deposit you pay for just the initial Frequency School all applies toward the 30-day program and/or the full 4-month program. So jump in, decide what you're ready for today, and if you have questions, give us a call.